How will these overnight cues impact our own markets? We have our research team joining in with what the trade setup looks like, the stocks that are likely to be in the news, and the action from the F&O space as well. Hey guys, a very good morning to all of you. Let me go across to Vivek first up. What is the market setup looking like today?
Well, good morning. 2 consecutive days of FI buying, something that the markets will cheer. Like you mentioned, all of the US markets ending high, markets continue to trend and trade near the all-time highs as far as the US markets are concerned. But on the other hand, Europe markets, like you mentioned, ended lower yesterday. Oil prices for the second consecutive session actually cooled off a little bit. This on the back of easing as far as geopolitical tensions are concerned. But let's come to the Indian markets. When you're talking about the Indian markets yesterday gave up all of the intraday gains, and that was something that was a little disappointing as far as the bulls were concerned. Nifty ended below the 24,200 mark. Along with that, what actually aided sentiment was the fact the mid-cap and small-cap index, while they did cool off from the intraday highs, the market bet remained positive, and on the back of that, you did see some green on the screen, at least the broader end of the markets. Now, what actually did well in yesterday's trading session? Some of the FMCG consumer discretionary stocks, they did well. Names like Britannia, Marico did well. But on the other hand, auto stocks yesterday, the entire auto basket did see significant selling pressure, almost a little over 1.5% lower is where it ended at. Now, one particular set of stocks that did well was the entire defense pack, BL as well as HAL, aided by a positive brokerage note. Now, Asian markets largely mixed, GIFT Nifty indicating a mild gap up or a mild green start to our markets today.
Okay, all right. That is about the market setup. Thank you so much, Vivek, for that. Let's talk about all the stocks that will be on our radar today. Sudarshan is joining us with that list. Good morning.
Morning, Sona. So we'll start with Siemens, which has reported earnings for September ending quarter. Revenue was below estimates, but talking about EBITDA and margin, which were above estimates. Even new order inflows have increased 37% to and has come in at rupees 6,164 crore. M&M has launched 2 electric vehicles, that is B6E and XEV9E, and B6E is likely to cost more than rupees 20 lakhs and XEV9E will be costing 23.5 lakhs, and company is targeting the compact SUV segment, which is at 44,000 unit per month market. Coming to another launch, Ola Electric has launched Gig and S1Z range of scooters in the price range of 40,000 to 65,000. Also, it has introduced PowerPod at rupees 10,000, and that is an inverter that powers homes using its portable batteries. Coming to Dabur, GST official has confirmed rupees 321 crore tax demand, but it has dropped the penalty. Company says company is reviewing the order and evaluating the next steps in the matter available under the applicable law. NTPC Green will be listing today, and talking about its IPOs, it was subscribed 2.4 times, QIB portion was subscribed more than 3 times, and retail was subscribed also more than 3 times. Fusion Micro Care Ratings has revised the outlook. It has put the rating on rating watch with negative implications. So these are the stocks that might be in the focus today.
Okay, all right. So we'll watch out for these. Thank you so much, Sudarshan, for that. Let me go across to Mangalam finally. He's joining in with all the cues from the F&O space. Good morning, Mangalam.
Good morning. So we were expecting some consolidation after a 900-point rally in 2 days on the Nifty, and that's exactly what happened yesterday for the frontline indices, especially for the Nifty as well as the Nifty Bank. The GIFT Nifty is indicating a positive start today. So do we resume that rally or not is the big question 1 day ahead of expiry. What's doing well is the mid-cap index and the FMCG pack as well. We'll keep an eye on a couple of the other sectoral movers in today's trading session too. The one thing that stood out yesterday, the FI has bought in cash market for the second day running, and this is a bigger positive sign than the previous trading session because earlier we had the MSCI inflows as well. This one is X of that. So net buying by the FIIs for the second day in a row is a positive. They, however, unwound some of their long positions in index futures, but nothing really to worry about because they're still 35% long, and the net contracts from a peak of nearly around 2.7 lakh on the negative side is now at around 1.23 lakh on the negative side as well, telling you that the short exposure is 65%, whereas the long exposure is 35%. So consistent up move may lead to some of these shorts to cover their positions or close them out before expiry itself. Keep an eye out on a couple of these options. The ones that I'm looking out at on the way up are 24,400 call, has a premium of 40 rupees. On the lower level, 24,050 put, which has a premium of 50 rupees, telling you that the option writers are positioned for a range of 24,000 at the lower level to 24,450 on the upper level for this series expiry. At the lower level, we also have the 20-day moving average, which comes in for support. For stock-specific news, I'm just looking at Aarti Industries, GNFC and Granules. All of them are out of F&O ban. So 2 days ahead of expiry, we have no stocks in F&O ban. And 1 day after the expiry, the start of December series, we will have 45 new stocks to trade. So that's something we'll keep an eye out on.
Okay, a lot of action in the F&O space, definitely. Thank you so much, Mangalam. And thank you everyone for joining us and prepping us up for this trading day ahead.